What's going on, y'all boys? Welcome to the place where we get all our takes straight out the group chat. I'm your boy X, aka your boy Starks, aka your boy Josh, and I'm here with the cast. Introduce yourself.
Your boy Jose.
And it's your boy Bobby and your favorite little sister here, and looking forward to a great episode.
His boy Mark, man, aka Marky CD or MC, you know.
All right, so let's get right into it. So by the time this pod airs, it'll be the start of the NBA playoffs. Next week will be our NBA playoff prediction episode. You don't want to miss that. Also, our recap episode for the season. We all wrote down some predictions, excluding Bobby because he was too scared to do so. We'll be sharing that with the world to see. Also coming up will be the NFL draft. If you want to be a part of the group chat as we watch the draft live, we'll be live streaming day one and reacting to none other your Miami Dolphins and what we do on day one. It should be a lot of movement on that day. It should be very interesting. Let's get into some events that's going on. We got Sunfest in West Palm Beach happening in early May. F1 Miami Grand Prix. I've gone every single year. If you haven't gone, I suggest you go. That's going to be from May 1st to May the 3rd. Then we got Welcome to Rockville happening in Daytona. That's in mid-May. Tampa Bay Blues Festival happening. We got the Conch Republic Independence Celebration happening down in Key West. I don't know what they do there, but that sounds fun. Thunder Beach Spring Rally happening up in Panama City. Shout out to Mark. Then we got the Fort Lauderdale Air Show happening. MegaCon is happening in Orlando. And then just some notable concerts and pop-ups. DDG, he's a little bit out my age bracket, but if y'all just want to go see DDG, he'll be at Midline in Miami on May 2nd. Blueface versus Swaggy P. I saw this pop up. I don't know if they're boxing. I'm assuming they're boxing.
Might be kind of lit.
Might
be kind of lit.
That's happening at the James L. Knight Center.
Blueface got swole in the pan, dog.
Blueface. I see videos of Blueface boxing. He can actually box.
Yeah, he can actually box.
Man, Swaggy P is low key like
I don't know about
Blueface. Like Blueface is like the rapper version of Swaggy P. Low key.
Because they both
why does that comparison make sense?
They just kind of like have some of the same mannerisms, and they both from LA too.
Yeah.
Saying stupid shit too.
That's funny.
But that's happening at the James L. Knight Center on May 2nd if you want to go check that out. Ari Lennox Vacancy Tour is coming to Miami May 7th. It'll be in Orlando May 8th. Keith Sweat coming out for all the old heads and Magic City Casino May 16th. And then Rick Ross starts his tour down here in Miami May 29th. So that'll be his first date. You want to go check that out.
Hide your aunties from Keith Sweat, man. I'm not trying to see some crazy shit happen. Please.
What's crazy is my family group chat was literally talking about Keith Sweat in this concert earlier. So
yeah, I'm sure they were.
Was him.
I'm sure they were.
All right. So like we mentioned, this is the NFL draft episode. So we're going to be talking about the NFL draft this episode. Let's get right into segment 1. Top 5 Miami Dolphins draft picks of all time. Only caveat here is that they had to have been drafted here or traded for on draft day as a rookie. Like it has to be a rookie. Either way, gotta be a rookie.
That's crazy. Why was these prerequisites not mentioned earlier?
Because, like, for example, the New York Giants traded for Eli Manning on draft day, even though San Diego drafted him. You know what I'm saying? So, like, a caveat like that
that's crazy.
Would mean that if we did a Giants thing, that Eli Manning would count as a draft pick for them.
All right. I guess it doesn't matter too much. Well, all right.
It doesn't matter for the Dolphins because the Dolphins do absolutely nothing on draft day.
I'll say.
Let's get right into it. Who is our first top 5?
All right, y'all boys, let me get y'all started, man, with some real knowledge right here. Coming in at number 5, Mr. Rashad Jones himself.
Ooh, okay.
Selected in the 5th round. Played 10 seasons for the Dolphins. Made 2 Pro Bowls. Actually has the most sacks and interceptions for a safety all time for the Dolphins. But just a straight ball hawk, straight hard-nosed tackler, always played along the line, could cover anybody in the backfield. He was just honestly just a monster, and honestly just one of my favorite players to watch.
Yeah.
Even when the Dolphins were good or bad, he was one of those players that showed up every Sunday, and you got your money's worth because he was going to make either a crazy interception, a crazy hard tackle, or he was going to take something back for a touchdown, fumble, or something.
Yeah.
Definitely a dog. Didn't he go to
Definitely.
Georgia? He went to Georgia, right?
Yeah, he went to Georgia. He's a bulldog.
He's the equivalent of ethical hoops for football for sure.
Next on my list, number 4, Mr. Larry Shankar. Hope I pronounce his name right. I always fuck it up.
Zonka.
There's Zonka.
Zonka.
I always say Shankar, but Sanka.
That
But
helmet
what
is
can
crazy.
you say? One of the cornerstones of the 1972 Dolphins, the only undefeated team ever. Played and actually 3 Super Bowls, won 2 of them with the Dolphins, and won a Super Bowl MVP. Just a straight up fucking tank of a man. Man was like 6'4", 240 or 250, just bulldozing people. And quick fact about him, he only fumbled the ball 11 times in his 21 in his he fumbled 21 times in his 11-year career, which is insane. Next up on my list, the best middle linebacker to ever play, Sir Zach Thomas himself. Also drafted in the 5th round back in 96. Played 12 years in Miami, and I don't know why, but he finally got inducted to the fucking Hall of Fame after, I think that was his 9th or 10th, somewhere around there, year of eligibility.
Yeah,
And I don't know why it took him so
times.
long to get in there, brother, but he should have been in there. Led the NFL in tackles twice, 7 all pros, 7-time Pro Bowler, just an animal. Him and Brian Urlacher won 1A, 1B to me.
Yep.
Well, you're forgetting Ray Lewis, but
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
Ray
Ray
Lewis
Lewis,
was,
but
my
definitely
bad.
he
Actually,
was
my
top-
bad, Ray. That's actually
Yeah.
disrespectful.
But Zach
to Ray
was
Lewis.
definitely a top 3, top 5 middle
He's
linebacker.
up there.
For sure. Number 2 on my list, Mr. JT himself, Jason Taylor.
Love it.
DPOY in 06.
Ball nigga.
3-time All-Pro, 6-time Pro Bowler. Also made the Hall of Fame.
Kiss that
Zach
forehead.
Leader. Him and Zach Thomas was actually one of the only reasons I ever watched the Dolphins, because them boys were so ass, but they always made some type of play, some type of crazy fucking shit that happened while they were on the field that got me excited to watch these boys play on Sundays.
Mm.
And I actually think he's 7th all time, if I'm not mistaken, in sacks in NFL history. I will have to look that up, but I'm not 100% sure. And then for my last and best pick in Dolphins history,
Last
the
but not
one and
least.
only
Nigga.
Mr. Dan Marino.
Tua tackled by. Oh, my
I
bad,
mean,
my bad.
self-explanatory. Man, 27th pick in the draft. To be honest, the best pure passer of a football that we've ever seen. Has no ring, but doesn't really matter to me. He's a top 5 quarterback. Him, Brady, Peyton, probably Rodgers, Montana. He's up there with those guys, even without a ring. This guy won Rookie of the Year, made the was the NFL MVP his 2nd year in the league. Has over 4,000 completions, over 400 touchdowns. Like, the list just goes on and on and on. It's just Mr. Miami himself, him and Dwayne Wade, the GOATs of all time. And those are my top 5 for y'all boys.
Definition of a Dolphin
All
lifer
right.
for real.
That was nice. That was nice.
Very
Really
nice.
can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with that, Jose. All right,
What you
man.
got, Mark?
The real top 5. So at 5, I got the obvious Zach Thomas, 5-time first-team Pro Bowler, 2 combined tackle leader. I just remember growing up and kind of wanting to be like him, but never being big enough. Pause. Nigga was like that. I'm not gonna lie. At number 4, I got Chris Chambers.
Yeah.
I want to say Chris Chambers. I went to a camp of his
That's a tough
in
pull.
Davie when I used to run track. Man got me right.
You
got
went to
me
his camp too?
faster.
I
Yeah,
went to his camp
yeah,
too.
got me right, got me faster, got me stronger. A couple of my teammates went. I mean, I remember him just being like that on the hands. Bobby knows I kind of replicated my game on the field to him. Led the league in receiving yards per catch. Let's see. Number 3, I got Jason
Fun
Taylor.
fact, that man. Mark, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Run it.
Okay, absolutely.
Crazy
Fun
delay.
fact about that man. That man, I ran into that man shopping when I was 19. And Jose knows I used to train because I wanted to walk on at FIU. And that man saw me. I think I was in Dick's Sporting Goods picking out some cleats. And the man was like, "You play football?" I was like, "No, I'm grabbing some cleats." He's like, "You should come check out my camp." I went down there, realized that Chris was recruiting any black kid that looked like they were even half athletic to pay some money to be a part of his camp. And no, I mean it was fun. It was a fun experience, but I realized I was like, "Oh, this man just
You should have
getting a
showed him
bag."
that 3-6 tape.
We didn't get it on tape. That's the problem.
We did it.
I also ran into Chris Chambers. I said, "Hey, I want to join your camp," and he said, "Hell nah, you do not fit the bill."
Snap. Snap. But yeah, Chris Chambers number 4.
Shout out to Chris Chambers though.
Shout out Chris
shout out
Chambers.
Chris Chambers, man.
At number 3, defensive end, best defensive end to ever do it, in my opinion, Jason Taylor. I believe he's like the stepbrother to like Zach Thomas or brother-in-law at one point in time. Yeah, enough said. Mark Clayton at number 2, 2-time catch TDs leader, was one of Dan Marino's main targets. Man was like that. My dad just always telling me about how the wide receivers that we have now at that time weren't shit compared to Mark Clayton, and how they can't hold a candle to Mark Clayton, and how Mark Clayton never dropped passes, and how Mark Clayton never did this, and how he's really the reason why Dan Marino got MVPs and all this kind of stuff. Mark Clayton, a shout out to Mark Clayton. And number 1, obviously,
Yeah.
Dan Marino.
And Mark Duper. Yeah. Shout out to them boys.
Man, Dan Marino. If you know about Zan Marino, that's where it came from. Dan Marino was him. There's pictures of him all over Miami, all over South Florida. One of the security jobs I used to work at had him freaking in the main office. League MVP, Dwight Iverson, pretty much, for my basketball heads out there. And actually Iverson before Iverson. So the real Iverson. And Dan Marino, that's my number 1. And that concludes my top 5.
Nice.
All right. Dan
Cool
is
beans.
rounding out everybody's top 5, it seems like. But Bobby,
Yeah.
let's see what
Well, you about
got.
it. Yeah, man. A little preface. Football's my number 2 sport. So we going in with some heavy hitters, just off the dome, who I feel really shifted the game in different ways. Number 5, Rashad Jones. That's my guy. It was really a toss-up for me between him and X. And the reason I picked him is because, again, ethical hoops. I feel like Xavier, toward the later part when he was with the Dolphins, after the fact he had that scandal, kind of crazy, but Rashad just kind of stayed locked in, was into just the ball side of it, and to be honest, like he could just change a game at any moment. So I really messed with him, and I think he was really the main reason that, you know, on the defensive side, that we were really relevant over the last couple of years prior to this new rebuild. But man, shout out Rashad Jones, one of my favorite players that really ever kind of plays. So real big fan of his. Number 4, a little controversial, but we going with the American Dragon, Jake Long. People forget my man Jake Long, how dominant he was. Man, first overall pick. I don't think a lot of people like that pick. I like that pick. That boy came in, immediately started locking down on the blind side. Pro Bowls, like you name it. He was just such a great player. For the short time that he was good, he was really good. And, you know, again, I really just fuck with his game. And it also is more of a recent pick that it kind of comes to memory of me when I was really starting to really get into the sport. So shout out Jake Long and having the coolest name next to the American Dragon. If y'all know, you know. Number 3.
I like that.
On number 3, we going Dan the Man. Enough said. This guy is
3?
just absolutely incredible. Hey man, number 3, man. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So I can't even say much. You guys kind of touched on all of it. But I think the biggest accomplishment is that he's still sticking around the Dolphins, even after how ass we've been post football career. He's just kind of in there, offering guidance, leadership, management. This guy is just an absolute sicko for the game, and he bleeds teal more than anybody I know. So shout out Dan Marino. Despite us being trash, he still sticks around. Number 2, we got Zach Thomas. I thought I was gonna be Zach Thomas's fucking twin growing up. That was like, I'm trying to get big like him. Like, that man was a fucking unit. Definitely got snubbed a few years for the Hall of Fame, but I'm glad he finally got in there, well deserved, and just honestly one of the most electrifying players I've ever seen. So especially at his size, often overlooked. Like, nah, this guy is just an absolute tank. Number 1, the ball-headed bandit, Jason Taylor. Probably my favorite Dolphin player of all time that isn't that who was drafted. I have a couple other favorites who weren't drafted or who were traded. But man, that I just want to rub his head and just thank him for all the years of fun and energeticness he's given to this team. Shout out JT, shout out Joy Taylor, killing it on her side, and
Shout out
you know,
Joey Taylor.
you know, that rounds out my top 5, and you know, it's a fun list. I'm sure there's some better picks out there, but these ones really resonated with me.
Boop, 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 boop,
Very
boop.
interesting top 5. Having Dan Marino at 3, but I like the creativity there, Bobby. So we're gonna get to the top 5, the only top 5 that matters. That is mine. Starting off with Alfonso. Number 5, Thomas.
This is fucking
Y'all boys
bullshit.
have a good night.
Listen, you can hate them all you
Have a
want,
wonderful night.
but this
Hey, y'all have
was
a
the
good night,
best
bro.
quarterback that we have had since Dan Marino. Okay, everybody hates on this man, but he was drafted into probably the worst run situation of all time. Our GM literally was reading how to run teams for dummies. Doesn't know how to put together a competent offensive line for a quarterback that just came off a dislocated hip. I'm not blaming Tua. You gave Tua an offense, you gave him weapons, and we literally had a Super Bowl roster in 2023. Literally. If 15 players didn't get hurt the week before the playoffs, we can win that playoff game. We lost 15 starters. That's unheard of. 15 starters. Y'all wanted him to go up there in that cold-ass fucking stadium and win a goddamn playoff game. We're talking about level at 5, baby. Give it to me. He's the most accurate quarterback in Dolphins history. NFL leading in passers in 2023. At the most prolific offense in 2023. Give it to me. Let's go to number 4.
If this is 5, I'm scared for the rest.
Yeah, this is
Number
fucking
what?
nonsense.
What the fuck?
Zach Thomas.
Redemption.
Now
All right.
listen, and we all got Zach Thomas. I'm just gonna give a personal story. When I was in elementary school, this man Zach Thomas was like my neighbor down the street, like literally right around the corner. And one day we were having a party at my house, like a family party at my house, and the man literally bust through the front door like delirious. Like I don't know if he was out running or what, but he just came through the front door, and I'm sitting in there like, is that Zach Thomas? And brother, when I tell you this man was a behemoth of a massive, just think of a massive pound of meat, and you just pounding it into fucking, like his head had muscles, like the man was fucking massive. And then he was just sitting in there like he was kind of lost. I think he already had CTE by the time. I'm sorry, Zach. I hope you're doing well, but it didn't look good, brother. Like, it didn't look good. He bust through the door. My parents wound up helping him get back home.
I was trying to run the fade.
Yeah, it's crazy stuff.
Man, ain't no way. If you
trying
see
to
this man in real life, you're not trying to
Was
run
trying to run the
You
fade.
let him take anything in that house.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
he could have anything he wants in the house. Brother.
Oh, God.
All right. At number 3, we're gonna go with his brother-in-law, or his brother-in-law. I don't know if it's still his brother-in-law, but Jason Taylor. Jason Taylor, funny enough, had the house right next to Zach Thomas. I don't think he lived there, but they were basically next door neighbors. I've seen JT a couple times in my life. That is also a very large man. And I just want to thank Jason Taylor because not only was he one of the best defensive ends rushing of all time, I remember when they moved his position and had him standing up and playing the Joker position. He got 8 picks. It was taking that thing back to the house and was doing a little Jordan celebration, diving in the end zone. I know y'all remember that. So
you just unlocked the core memory, dog. What the hell?
Shout out to JT, man. That man's an absolute monster. And now he's doing absolutely wonderful things over at the University of Miami. That's why I got my Letterman jacket on. Oh, shit. Doing absolutely wonderful things over at the University of Miami, being their defensive line coach, about to get Ruben drafted in the first round, about to get Mesidor drafted, and then they got way more guys coming behind them that's about to absolutely destroy college football. So shout out to JT. At number 2, I want you to insert this clip, Fonzo, of Gridiron Gang when they look at Stone Cold Steve Austin, and he goes over to the side. He says, "That's how a white man runs a football. Give me Larry Zonka. Give me the Zonk, man." Larry Zonka ain't nothing to talk about, brother. There's this Mike Alstott, and there's Larry Zonka. That's it, brother. Those are the only 2 white running backs. Oh, you got Christian McCaffrey now. My bad.
Is Zonka like white though?
Go ahead, Bobby.
Is he white though?
Zonk white, brother.
Yeah.
Do you see that, man?
That last
Zonk
name
white,
is. I don't know, man.
I don't care what the last name is, dog. It's Zonk. Zonk, one of them boys. You know what I'm saying?
We better.
Yeah, but Zonk,
he's spicy white, man. He Hungarian.
Hey, man. I'm not
Shout out Tunde Robinson, baby.
I had to choose one person from that 1972 team. It was either him or Bob Greasy, but Zonk is just too fucking special to me. I grew up watching him run over people. And yeah, I watched the 1970s football, so fuck anybody who hasn't. And then let's get to number 1. There's only one number 1 for Miami. Dan the man. The best thrower of the football of all time. Aaron Rodgers can suck a dick. He deserves to have a Super Bowl. It's actually a travesty that the Dolphins didn't get this man a Super Bowl. Throwing for 5,000 yards and 48 touchdowns in 1984 is literally mind-boggling. I don't think people understand how ridiculous that is in 1984. That didn't get broken until Tom Brady had Randy Moss. Let that sink into your head. Tom Brady needed Randy Moss to break this record. This is ridiculous. He had Mark Clayton and Mark Dupert. Dan the man was the absolute man. Couldn't get sacked. Was mobile enough to throw that thing 80 fucking yards down the field, which is an absolute fucking dog. Absolute dog. And that's my top 5, man. Let's get to the altitude chat time.
I think everyone was respectable minus one in particular.
All right, let's just put a big X right here over Tua.
Tua deserves to be in there.
Yeah.
Brother, real quick.
Let's just disrespectful.
Get that out of there.
Nah,
real quick before you guys.
All right, go ahead, Starks. Go ahead. Defend your mans.
Shout out to X. I was going to put Xavier Howard on my list. Shout out to Juice. I'm surprised nobody put Jarvis Landry on
I almost put Juice on that bitch, man. Yeah. Almost. So close.
And shout out to Devontae Parker. You know what I'm saying?
I always get Devontae Parker.
All right,
wait. Hold on. Can we put Cameron Wake on there too, even though he went undrafted?
Yeah, I want to put Cam Wake on so bad.
I thought about it. Yeah.
I really wanted Cameron Wake. But shout out to Cam Wake. He was an undrafted.
The only Dolphins jersey I own was a Cam Wake because I just couldn't. When I was watching growing up, I had the Zach Thomas and JT jerseys, but those I think my mom has them in storage somewhere. But my only adult purchase of a jersey was Cam Wake. That man was a fucking demon. Fucking love that guy.
Shout out to Jay Ajayi as well. You know what I'm saying?
What about nobody? Nobody had. I had him on my list, but I didn't have him on there. Pat Surtain was on there.
Shout out to Pat Surtain.
Jalen Waddle, I had him on there. Bob Greasy had him on there.
Bob Greasy, I almost put Bob Greasy.
Man,
I almost put Bob Greasy.
Waddle's gonna end up being the biggest what if now, bro. Yeah,
you actually know who's the biggest what if. And the only reason I didn't put him on here is because he didn't have this career with the Dolphins. Wes Welker. How many of you know that the Dolphins actually drafted Wes Welker?
Yeah.
He was a punt returner here.
Yeah,
I
but that
remember when I think did we trade him to the Patriots or did we cut
Yeah,
him?
we
I
did.
remember him the year he went to the Patriots. I remember the year he went to the Patriots and the man became a fucking Pro Bowler there.
I did
just like,
not
yeah, the
want us to
Dolphins
get
are
rid of
beast.
him.
Yeah.
I did not want us to get rid of him, bro, because I saw his potential and saw what Tom Brady did with him, and I was like, bro, he had this over here. We could have used him.
issue
Keep
with
it a buck,
football
Mark.
is
I did
that
not see. I didn't see any potential in Wes Welker when he was
I
here.
saw he was quick.
yeah,
I saw that he was quick.
Yeah,
So.
another big
punt
issue with
returner.
football is there's so
As
many positions that are like it's so finite how many years you get at an elite level. Like you're talking like a very small span minus some skill positions. So like the list could be as big as you want it to be or as small as you want it to be because like it's tough, but it's like, well, how do you value a good draft pick for like non-skilled players? Like it's really tough to do so because like a lot of players are really good for 2 years and they end up, becoming plumbers somewhere.
Yeah, it's tough. But let's get back to this list. Let's get back to the top 5. I think it's very obvious. We got Dan, Larry,
Facts.
Jason,
Facts.
Zach Thomas. We're just gonna have to debate about that 5th spot and where we're putting these guys in order. So I definitely think we got Dan number 1. I appreciate Bobby trying to be different, but it's Dan.
Oh,
Yeah, Dan is
actually,
one.
we
It's
got
easy.
5. We
He's
got
a
Some of
JT
5.
us
too,
value
right?
defense. Some of us value defense over offense, brother. I'm just saying.
We got 5. Larry Zonka at 5.
You can value whatever you, brother. I value Dan Marino.
Dan Marino in today's era would have thrown like 7K with like 55, 60 TDs.
Brother, it would be video game numbers if that. It would be absolutely disgusting. Imagine a better version of prime Aaron Rodgers running around and throwing the football. Like,
God.
No, to me, it's like a combo of like Rodgers and Mahomes, and I'm not even trying to
Yeah.
hype that up.
I agree. I agree. Absolutely disgusting. Brother, imagine what he would have done with the Dolphins in 2023.
2023. Oh my God.
Oh my dear God. With Tyreek.
With Tyreek,
Brother,
Waddle, H.N.
oh my God. Brother,
Remind me though with Marino. Did he have a quick trigger? Because a lot of the reason it worked in 2023 is because Tua was just real quick, in or outside the pocket. And Dan, like, I feel like throughout his career, like he's always had some competency on the O-line. Tua never had that. Tannehill never had that. I mean, remind me, like in a situation where Dan has to have trigger.
Dan is no. Well, first of all, Dan has one of the purest and quickest releases in NFL history. Quickness wouldn't have, and he also has leagues of arm strength above Tua. Like,
Yeah.
Dan is in the top 2 or 3 strongest arms in NFL of all time. So the time and stuff, getting the ball into certain places. Honestly, the offense that we ran in 2023 probably would have been a little bit different because Dan can make every single throw. Tua can't make throws.
Yeah.
Those throws, I think Tariq would have went for fucking 30 touchdowns because
that's what I like.
Dan can literally get it past double coverage. He can throw it 50, 60, 70 yards on a rope. And you got Tyreek Hill and nobody's going to run with him. So, it honestly would have been absolutely disgusting to see Dan Marino in that offense.
Yeah, man.
So, but we got Dan at 1. Let's get back to the
Dan for sure.
Yeah, Dan
now,
1.
The question
I think.
is, do you guys want Jason Taylor or Larry at 2?
I'm cool with either way. Going based off the rules that we normally do, it looks like we probably have to put him at Larry 3 and JT 2, based off the average I'm looking at here.
Larry?
Based off the average. Okay,
I think Jason Taylor would be number 2.
Here. Okay, that's where we're doing.
That's what I'm saying. We're going with the rules. JT number 2, Sanka number 3.
Zach Thomas is not going to be over Jason Taylor or Larry Zonka. Fonzo, I'm sorry. He'll be 4.
That's the nostalgia of Alfonso talking. I would love for Zach to be higher. That's why I had him higher. But yeah, I'm all right. But Zach being 4 for sure.
And then at 5, we have to we have to go Rashad Jones here because he's the only one that has been voted.
I don't think that's unfortunately. I think that boy's a fucking demon.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you one thing about Tua. I love Tua, but now that he's got all that dead cap that we have now, like return on investment, literally negative $1 million, bro. Like he loses all credit. Like
That's not
the
his fault.
last.
That's not his fault.
Yeah, okay,
It's
but
not
it's
his
partly
fault.
his fault. Yes, it is.
It's what he did on his rookie contract because the Dolphins drafted him. Now, if the Dolphins gave him $1 billion and the man was getting injured during that time, and that's on them. That's just them being stupid.
If you don't live up
But
to your
what he
contract, it's
did in
because you're
that
not
short
playing
period
to
of
that
time
contract.
for two to
Sorry, bro. I didn't
he
mean to
lived
cut you
up to the $100 million contract. That's the reason why he got it. He earned it. They
He did
gave it to
not
him
live up
because the
to the
man had a
contract.
Nah,
fucking
hell no.
career year.
No, he did not live up to the
So
contract.
based
He
on
earned
1
the
year,
contract.
based on 1 year though, you're gonna pay him that amount of money.
No.
Yeah, because he's a quarterback. It's a premium.
No,
Yeah, but he
bro,
also
that's-
had an injury history. Like how
Yo,
we
5'10",
just
Well,
bro.
at
throw
that
man
point,
all
yeah,
that
that's what I'm
money?
saying. The injury thing is an injury thing, but his skill set. This is what people need to understand, because I'm tired of this bullshit about Tua. People need to understand that the majority of your throws in the NFL are gonna be that short to intermediary, God bless, area, and you've got to be accurate. Accuracy is king, right?
Sure.
But the issue with the Dolphins is that they tried to build that offense around Tua without giving him proper protection. The best quarterbacks that you see in the league now, and that's because I feel like they've dumbed the game down, are guys that can scramble and that can extend plays because I truly believe that the quarterback position has been completely dumbed down. Offenses have been completely dumbed down. There aren't these checks at the line that you see anymore from like the greats, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, where they see a coverage or they see a disguise or they wait for the disguise to for the coverage to reveal itself, and then they check to a play to beat that play. Like that's not happening in the NFL anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
What's
Yeah.
happening, and on top of that, Miami's offense was based off motion. So you get to the line 15 seconds, Tua's got to read the defense, see what's going on, and then get a guy in motion to come back across, and then he's got to read that motion on this side, all while having the worst offensive line in the NFL. They didn't give him the tools to succeed. But with what he had a fucking phenomenal year. And for that year, he earned some of my top five. Because we haven't seen the quarterbacks, Dan Marino, that's ever done.
I think they invested in the wrong things. That was the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tyreek and Jalen and
agree.
HN are like all like big time players, fast players. That's the type of offense they were trying to run. But it's proven time and time again that you win in the league. The games and Super Bowls are obviously won. Well, Super Bowl is a different thing, but games are won in the trenches. And if we didn't have an offensive line, what's the point of having all these speedy receivers and all this stuff if
Yeah.
you can't really do much with them? It worked for a year.
Mm-hmm.
There was a year that they broke records that year, but after that, Tua got hurt all the time because you didn't have an offensive line to protect
Got to
him.
prioritize that offensive
And I think
line,
there
bro.
needs to be, yeah, but at the same time, there also needs to be an expectation that you're going to get hit. And every time this guy got hit, it was like watching glass shatter. And it was very sad. I'm a big Tua sympathizer. I've always sung his praises. But at the end of the day, like, he did not live up to the height. It's the same reason why we have issues with Tyler Hero on the Heat side. All that potential, really good games, last couple of games, not to pivot to a different sport, but he can't stay healthy. So why does it matter? You are not living up to your contract. You're getting paid to sit down. You are not a top player for that because you cannot stay healthy. Thus, you should not be anywhere near his top five. And I do respect his skill and understand why he would be like a favorite to be on the top five, but absolutely the fuck not. It's there's so many different factors that go into it. It's not just, hey, he was good for a year and then 2 other years he was pretty good, and then now we have all this dead cap space. And who's our number one corner right now? Like that's what we're dealing with, the repercussions of our actions.
None of that is Tua's fault. All
Yes,
of
it
that is the GM's fault and the team building aspect of it. That's the
Well,
front
they
office.
they knew his injury history coming out of Alabama, and
Yeah,
they still
they-
said we're gonna take him. So
And he got drafted into a situation with a coach that didn't even want him. A coach that was actively trying to sabotage his career. So that's what he walked into. So
and then what? But then,
I'm not blaming Tua.
but he
I'm
McDaniels
not
had a
blaming
really
Tua.
good relationship. afterwards, after the whole
Yeah,
thing with.
yeah,
So I mean, he ended up
yeah.
getting
And
what he needed and wanted.
did he not, Bobby? Did he not have? Did he not have? Was he not trending upward once Mike McDaniel said that he was going to get him on the right track?
He was.
2022, he trended up. He got the concussion, unfortunately, because the offensive line was shitty. Then we went into 2023.
But
He
like
had
he's
he had a
he made it
career
class.
year in 2023. He had a career year in 2023. Fortunately, the whole team got injured. He was actually healthy in 2023. The team got injured. We lost 15 starters by the playoffs. 15. That's just unfortunate. The team was unhealthy. Then you go into 2024. The offensive line is not addressed again. Offensive line is not addressed again. He gets hurt again. He gets another concussion. He tries all these different things to get back because that's his only question. It's not like he's breaking his elbow. It's not like he has soft tissue injuries, hamstring, quad. It's just he's getting hit too much. Then you go into 2025, and what does Chris Greer say? The number one question is offensive line. We're good on the offensive line. We're good there. We don't have to do anything.
Yeah, good points. Hey,
Gotta
man,
have
Can't blame
I'm a
Tua,
big,
brother. I can't blame.
Gotta have protection.
yeah, I'm a big Tua fan. At the end of the day, hope he excels wherever he goes. And it sucks that it's not here where we thought he was gonna have a real shot of being the next great thing. I mean, technically, he still is the second best QB we've ever had. So I mean, shout out to Tua, but yeah, I think there's other more deserving players who had an impact, did it longer, and or it led to something of value.
That's fine. I understand. We got Rashad Jones at 5. So our top 5 is going to be Rashad Jones at 5, Zach Thomas at 4, Larry Zonka at 3,
Yeah.
Jason Taylor at 2, Dan the Man at 1. I'm not mad at it.
No complaints there. I think
I
it's a
like
great
it.
list. And
Straightforward.
yeah, I mean, is Rashad still playing, right? Like, he's not on the Fins no more. What's he doing?
All right, yeah, well, it's time to move on to the next segment, Bobby. Bobby's stuck in the 2010s.
I'm stuck in the 2010s, baby.
Rashad Jones.
Stop. Wait till you hear what I got for you next.
Rashad Jones is definitely not there, brother.
Ooh.
Well, I know the Dolphins had a lot of good picks throughout the years, but I know we had quite a few of bad picks. So for this
yeah.
next segment, I want to hear you guys' list for worst draft picks in Dolphins history.
Shout out to Chris Greer. Fucking bummer.
Shout out
Why is
Chris
Chris
Greer.
Jesus
It's funny as fuck.
Christ. He might be actually Chris Greer might have to go down in our top 5 all time Miami Dolphins.
Put him on there.
Yeah.
He's one of the worst hires of all time.
Yeah.
100%.
Gotta be talking down on a brother on the YouTube airways. That's how trash you are, man. Let's get into this. Who's first?
Let's do it.
All right. Oh, I was hosting. Sorry, that was fucked up. Number 5 on my list, Mr. Noah Ibenagani. I don't even know how to pronounce that man's name, but he's ass. That man only played 2 corner. I'm sorry. He only played corner for 2 years in college. And you leave it up to the Dolphins to say, that's our first round pick. This is the guy that we need at DB this year. That man was fucking ass. Completely ass. He's a bad tackler. He had poor techniques. He couldn't play outside. He couldn't play in the slot. He couldn't do anything. He literally can not do anything. They hyped him up because he came out of Auburn. Auburn was lit that year. But he came into the Dolphins, and on top of us having a bad coaching staff and not being able to develop players, they added this scrub on top of that, and this is the results that you get. Now, number 4 on my list, Mr. Bobby, this one's for you, baby. Mr. Jake Long himself.
Hey, yo.
This man, now, let me show some respect because Jake Long was not a complete scrub.
That's fucked up.
But he only played 4 years and unfortunately had back-to-back years in which he tore his ACL. And after that, what are you gonna do? He was a first overall pick. He has to be, just on the fact that he was number 1, I have to put him on my list. Not on top of that. On top of that, they passed up, I forgot what pick he was, but Matt Ryan was right after him, or like a
I'm a
couple
little-
picks after him.
I'm a little upset, not that he's on your list, but that you think that fucking Ibanagani is a better fucking player than Jake Long was. Because no Ibanagani, I think, probably caused fucking wars in my household. I probably hit my kids more to Noah Ibanagani than any other player in history. I have a song for Ibanagani that we made. You remember the song we made? Ibanagani, because he's so bad. Jose, Jake Long?
Jake Long, brother. I'm sorry. For being a first overall pick, only played 4 years. And then you passed up. Matt Ryan was in that draft, who was a Hall of Fame quarterback. Joe Flacco was in that draft, who's also a Super Bowl winning quarterback. Chris Johnson was in that draft. Ray Rice, hitting women, was in that draft. And we decided to take this man. I'm
Maybe
sorry.
you have a
He
point.
has to go on the list.
Maybe you have a point.
He has to be on the list. He has to be on my list.
Hold on.
Next one up, number 3. This fucking slob of a fucking man, Jonathan Martin. We got this man in the 2nd round.
Hey, don't bully this man. Do
No,
not.
no.
Don't bully this man.
Actually, what's
We
crazy,
gonna
I
get
actually
sued.
felt bad. I actually felt bad for him when all this came out with the whole bully scandal with Richie Incognito, but it was a lie. He literally said that all this shit was a lie. So you got Richie Incognito was actually one of our best offensive linemen.
Hey, yo, this
Right?
actually, you know what? Fuck this man, because he broke up
Fuck
that damn
him.
team over that goddamn nonsense.
He did. He did.
did.
He
This
really
man.
completely fucked up the whole team because this man's next up. The crazy part is he's not worse than this next scrub that I'm about to throw on this list. Number 2, put it up, Fonzo. Mr. Charles Harris himself, brother. He played 3 seasons for your Miami Dolphins. Anybody want to take a guess how many sacks he had in those 3 seasons? 3 sacks. He averaged
shit crazy,
1 sack
Yo.
per year. I think now that I'm thinking back of the names, that 2017 class was probably Chris Greer's worst draft class ever. Because he drafted Raekwon McMillan, who was actually pretty decent, but fell off the map. Who else? He drafted Cordea Tankersley. I know you remember him, Starks. That man was
he from
ass.
Tennessee? He was from Tennessee, I think.
Where he's from. I don't remember what college he went to be honest. But we drafted this man to replace Cameron Wake. This is when Cameron Wake was falling off in his later years. And they were trying to get somebody to basically replace him. And they got this scrub who did nothing. They were comparing this man to
Clemson. He went to Clemson.
Oh, he went to Clemson. They were comparing this man to fucking Dwight Freeney at some point.
Yeah.
This is the crazy part.
It was nasty.
Anyways, nobody could beat the biggest bust in Miami Dolphins history.
Put him up there, baby.
Put him up
Oh,
there
no.
from Oregon himself. Mr. Dion fucking Jordan. Brother, this man is just an atrocity of a fucking football player. Dolphins took this man 3rd overall, had worse than Charles Harris. This man had 3 sacks in 2 seasons. And he was suspended all the time because he was always getting high or doing drugs or whatever the fuck he was doing.
Yeah.
Brother, horrible, worst pick in Dolphins history. They actually traded up to get him. That's the even crazier part.
Yeah,
They
they're
traded a
nasty.
first
Yeah.
and a 2nd rounder
Real
to
nasty.
move up to get him. And he did absolutely nothing for this franchise. And opposed to Charles Harris, where Charles Harris came in at the back end of Cam Wake's career, they drafted this man to pair him up with Cam Wake and go crazy. And this man just, y'all take him for him. That's my list, but this man is just fucking ass. There's actually a lot more players, but I can't even fit all the fucking scrubs that came through his franchise. So
Yeah.
y'all go ahead. Not Bobby. Mark, go ahead, bro. Go
What's
ahead.
your number 1? All right, let's get it. All right, man.
Yeah.
At my number 5, man. The Charles Harris. Simply put, Charles Harris, we chose him
low.
over
That's
Watt.
kinda hot.
TJ Watt. Got him 1st round, 22nd pick back in 2017. Just didn't pan out to what he's supposed to be. At number 4, Jackie Shipp, Drafted a year after the Dolphins landed Dan Marino and Mark Clayton. Dolphins traded from the 26th to the 14th to get him. Great college player, just didn't translate from college to the NFL. It is what it is. All right, at number 3, Jose just went crazy on this. Deion Jordan. So the Dolphins moved up from the 12th to the 3rd in the first round, passed up Lane Johnson, DeAndre Hopkins, Le'Veon Bell, freaking Travis Kelce. And he was suspended twice for using performance-enhancing drugs. And here's where it gets good. So personally, for me, number 2 is going to have to be Pat White. I say Pat White because I watched Pat White in college, West Virginia, killing shit. And it was very, very, very sad to see how this man went out the league, or at least went out in my perspective. He got knocked, freaking crackback at the freaking on the sidelines, and was out. Pretty sure he was concussed. Very sad to see him go out, but nonetheless, he was a bust because I had a lot of expectations from him coming from West Virginia. And shout out to Starks, my number 1 bust, Tua. Being a Miami Dolphin fan, it sucks hearing so many people praise somebody who just never panned out to be what the fuck they were supposed to be. They always say, "Oh, bro, Tua's this, Tua's that, Tua's supposed to be this," and it's like, bro, no, like look at where we are right now because we decided to go with Tua, bro.
Why
Like,
is that picture, bro?
Tua's my height. Tua is my height. Tua's my height, bro. Like, Tua's my height, bro. Like, we should not be having a nigga that's my height, bro. Like, I could play that position at that point, bro.
I actually dapped Tua up at Paragon Ridge off of Davie. Shout out to that movie theater. He was going in when I was coming out. He walked right past us, and there ain't too many fucking Samoans down here. And I was like, "Yo, was that Tua?" And the man low key heard me say his name. He was there with his wife, and he kind of sped up. So I went behind him. I tapped him on the shoulder. He turned around, and I realized I was looking at him eye to eye, and I was like, "Yeah, we're cooked. This is our starting quarterback."
My height, bro. If I would have known this in high school, bro, I would have just played QB.
I am not even joking, brother.
Yeah, I would have just played QB in high school. I wouldn't have played point guard. I would have played QB if I'd have known this was possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like, that's my top 5, but those last two really hurt. Like, I had high hopes
for
Pat
dog.
White, had high hopes for Tua, and it just never panned out to be what they were supposed to be, man. So that's my top 5.
Get off my dog, bro.
Hey, man, it is what it is.
Shout out to Oos, man.
Dog injury prone, man. Just like Tyler Hero, dog.
Yeah, what it is. All right. I'm trying to get. They're baiting me on this pod. Just letting y'all know they're baiting me with the Tyler Hero stuff. I'm not getting into it till next week. They're trying to bait me.
All right. Top 5 busts on my end. It's crazy because we just saw that damn picture. Fonzo, put that picture back up, brother. Number 5, we got Tua. Like, this guy, like, we talked a lot about him already. And I think that, very good player for the short time that we had him. And I do think that, again, just the injuries, too much to overcome.
Yeah.
And then I think, we don't want to beat a dead horse, but shout out to Tua, number 5 on my list. Number 4, we're gonna stay on the offensive side a little bit more. What am I looking at, Fonzo? All right, we are going crazy out here. Hold on. All right, 5. We got Crip Pants Tua.
Whoa.
And we're going Michael Agnew, number 4, a tight end who literally did nothing for this team. Tight end was probably my favorite offensive position growing up. I remember, I think we had graduated around the time that we got Buddy. And I was like, just really big on receivers and tight ends. Like, those are the names I tried to remember and the faces I tried to remember. And this guy did absolutely nothing. Like, I remember I had to actually research and be like, did he even do anything in this fucking league? And the answer is no. So shout out Michael Agnew being an absolute scrub at number 4.
That man built like Jose.
Yeah, low key. Another receiver at number 3, wide receiver. I think, again, too many issues because of injuries. And I think that's a really common theme with these draft picks. We're going with Teal Green at number 3. Again, first round pick, a lot of expectations. Again, a player, I'm like, okay, well, let's see what you can do. And again, I'm not a big football, viewer as far as like the older type of games, but I do think that, respect where respect is due. There's a lot of greats that came from that era. Teal Green, not one of them. Sorry, buddy. You're number 3 on my list. Number 2, Deion Jordan. Fuck that guy. I really hate this guy. Every fiber in my being.
Damn, son.
I
Damn, son.
I really do think that, like, okay, like you take performance enhancing drugs one time, it's like, all right, man, like you want that edge, but 2 times, okay, like fool me once, and then you know what they say about that. So won't really go too much on Theon, but I think I just can't stand him. But if you really want to talk about hate, number 1, Noah Ibenagany. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. I promise you, my blood pressure would literally go skyrocket during games. Whether he was on the special teams or on defense, he literally did absolutely nothing. I remember there was this one play. I don't remember what the fuck the situation was, but he literally, I know for a fact, has cost us multiple games. There's one game in particular that he just had to make a play and just couldn't make the play. And like, I remember just screaming at the TV, waking up the kid. I think it was Ezekiel at the time, and it was just like, "What's going on?" Fucking no, even
Tough.
Agony. I don't like the name. I don't like the name Noah. I literally perfected Ibenagany in my brain, like the spelling, enunciation. Like I know it because I just wish ill will on the family name. So Noah, shout out to
How
you.
the song go, Bobby?
And you're the biggest
How the
bust
song go,
in
Bobby?
NFL history. Ibenagany.
All right, Bobby.
we can't say the remix on here.
Hey, yo.
Oh shit.
I didn't know you had that much hate towards that,
God.
man.
Nah, I ain't know that either, bro.
You got to keep that
All
shit
right.
down. This really just this top 5 brought the worst out of me putting it together, because I had Noah in mind the entire time and Dion the entire time. And I wanted to put Noah 5 times as a joke. Like, that's how fucking angry I was.
All right,
That's
Bobby.
funny.
Let me pick that up from you, brother. All right, so the only top 5 that matters is mine. We gonna get this list started off right. I said this man was one of our top draft picks. I lied. Be Devontae Parker at 5. This man was supposed to be our wide receiver 1. He was wearing my number. He was clean. Brother, you're wearing number 11, brother. That number is saved for legends, brother. Like Larry Fitzgerald. I thought he was going to come here and be mouse. Yeah. But unfortunately, you only had that 1 year where you were dunking on everybody. Year was that? I think 2019. Over 1,000 yards receiving. I really thought that you were coming into your own and we were about to have ourselves another Brandon Marshall. And then you just never
Yeah.
showed, brother. It was just flashes here and there, brother. It just,
Yeah.
I wouldn't call you a total bust. I had to put you at 5, but I liked you as I liked you, and you let me down. So I had to put you on this list because of that.
He got the perfect body for
Devontae
receiver.
Parker.
Pause.
He does.
Low key.
He does. Long, lanky,
Yeah.
sturdy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
He's
saying?
handsome too.
Muscular.
Built like me.
You got to put respect on him.
That's it.
He's built like who?
Man,
He built like me.
He's built like who?
Built like me.
Boss. All right. At number 4, Noah Igabagany. There's nothing really much else to say about how trash this man is, but I want to talk about how trash Chris Greer was at drafting this man. He was a raw athlete. The reason why he got drafted at this spot is because he was just an athletic cornerback who had no technique. That was the scouting report on him, was can he actually develop into an NFL cornerback? and they decided to waste a first-round draft pick on this kid when they could have gotten Trayvon Diggs at 51, Jalen
Don't
Johnson
tell me
at
that.
50, Cameron Dantzler at 9.
So what you're telling me,
There
he
was
was a Kwame
there
Brown.
was other corners here. Meek Robinson in round 4. Yet we went with Noah Igabakane. I don't even want to talk about this man anymore. Let's just keep it pushing. He was absolutely trash. At number 3, this one hurt my heart because I saw that hit live, and when I saw Pat White get hit,
Yeah, bro.
it showed me what would happen if I played in the NFL.
Yep.
Because I
Bro,
saw myself in
literally,
Pat
bro.
White.
Literally, dog.
Lighting ass, black dude, dual threat. You were supposed to be the cheat code on Madden. Like I was
Yes.
supposed to put Pat White in and be crazy with the Dolphins. But brother, that sideline hit, I still get nightmares about that hit, brother. I hope you're doing well in life. I really do. Shout out to Pat White. He was an absolute dog at West Virginia, bro. Like
Yes.
Like
He was a
fucking
problem
he broke
in
records.
West Virginia.
He broke records,
this
bro.
man was so fucking lit. But
Yeah.
I low key blame Miami once again because instead of just playing this man at quarterback, they ran this man in the Wildcat. They did 2 quarterback things, having him do the option and all. That's what got him fucking knocked out of the damn game. So fuck Miami. But Pat White, unfortunately, you're on this list. My top 2 here are pretty much the same as Jose's. At number 2, we got Chuck Harris. You fucking suck. I don't have anything to say about you. And then at number Deion Jordan. Now, this is what I need to say about Deion Jordan. Deion, look at me here. How do you take performance-enhancing drugs but don't perform? You took it the first time and you sucked. You sucked the first time, right? So instead of just being like, yo, I got Cameron Wake on the other side, let me just get in the lab. You know, I got Jason Taylor that's in the front office. Let me just get in the lab. You decided to not just do it once, but twice. And you still suck. I have nothing to say about these two guys. They were supposed to be our defense of the future. They did not. They are absolutely trash. I have nothing to say to them. Yeah, let's move on. Let's get to our
small dog shit.
Top 5, please.
You could put Dion at number 1 without a question.
Please.
To me.
Yeah, put Dion up there.
Give me Dion at 1, give me Noah at 2, Charles at 3, and then we can debate the other 4 and 5.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie though.
Yeah, the rest
you forgot about one person. You forgot about one person.
Who?
Ted Ginn Jr., bro. If y'all know, you know. If you know about Ted Ginn,
okay.
he drafted first round, 9th pick.
He had a really
nigga could not catch to save his life, bro. Could not catch to save his life.
But listen,
I don't know.
Him not being able to catch was something that was tagged on to him coming out of college. I don't know why Miami took him that high. Obviously, he has speed. Yeah. He had a decent season with Carolina that year. They went to the Super Bowl. But like, yeah, I get it. He never developed into like that speedy number 1 receiver. But he was never like he had the dropsies in college. I don't really know why we took him that high. Once again, it's just because the Dolphins are fucking trash.
That's what we do.
Yeah,
the Dolphins.
Here's the issue. If you want to pick somebody with upside, but then not put the time in to develop them, the answer for Ted Ginn was to put him in special teams, which was like what?
I mean,
like,
he was
that's not the answer.
doing
like,
special teams.
Like
why are you drafting a guy at 9?
Yeah, bro. Like, come on.
Like, that's what I mean.
He needs to be. If you're drafting that high, he's got to be your RW, one basically.
Yeah, I thought about adding Ted Ginn to this list. Ted Ginn was never going to be a wide receiver 1.
Plus, he had a long career after. I think he found use, and like a lot of these other busts, like they're not even couple years in the league and that's it. Like
cooked. Yeah.
Ted Ginn played a bit.
Ted still went on to have a career year with Carolina. That's why I couldn't put him on this list. He balled out with Cam, so I blame partially the fact that Miami never had a quarterback during that time, and Miami's just cursed, brother. And
relocate that stadium, please.
Yeah, they really need to. But let's get this top 5 going. So I think number 1, we all agree on Deion Jordan.
I agree.
Yes.
Number
yes.
2, based on the thing here, we gotta have Noah at number 2.
No.
It's between Noah and
Okay.
Charles Harris.
No, we do Noah and then do
They
Charles
put
Harris.
Noah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then at 4, I'm not against putting Jake Long at 4, man. I think
Tell us
Pat White's on
Pat
2,
White.
so Pat White's got to go
Pat
in there
White.
at 4. And then number
And then
5.
Tua
we
at
can debate
5.
about number.
What you talking about?
I don't. I think Tua should go
And
5.
Tua's
Tua
not
at
going to be
5.
on this list.
2 at 5, bro. What you talking about?
Why is
Second
that?
I'm not putting
Tua's on here 2 times, brother. Tua's
I'm
on
not
here
gonna let them
2
do that to you.
times.
I'm not gonna let
Nah,
them.
he's on the rules of the game, brother. The rules of the game. He's got to be on there. He's got to be number 5.
Tua does not deserve to be.
So
Dion
2 at
Jordan,
5.
Noah,
You
even
deserve
2 at 5.
You don't deserve
Charles White,
No.
Pat White.
I'm surprised
Tua,
none of y'all put
Tagovailoa.
Jonathan Martin, man.
Jonathan Martin. Oh,
Brother.
Mm.
There's more egregious. I feel like busts on here. Tua's not one of them.
Tua's
Tua's
number,
not
but brother, he's on the list 2 times. That's the rules of the game.
Yeah. Tua is
Man,
like,
Fuck Tua, throw him at 5.
Yep.
yeah.
Ibn Nagani.
Well, we're here
Shout
eating
out to Ooze, man.
the biggest fucking cap hit in NFL history, and we're over here
Shout out
defending
to
this
Ooze,
fucking
man.
scrub.
Trying to defend him, bro. Like, for what?
Not even that. He was just on I forgot where. He was doing an interview with somebody. He was throwing the whole team under the bus, McDaniels and everybody. So fuck him.
Shout out to Oos, man. They did you dirty down here, man. They tried to get
Stop
you
shouting
killed.
out
Throw
that
man
guy.
in there.
He should not be playing football. He needs to
They
go
told
on
him
an
to lose all
island
that weight.
and
Told him to
decompress.
gain all that weight. Told him to lose all that weight. Man's got a family, man. You don't
Quiet
deserve
as
to be on
kept.
this
Stay with
list.
your family.
Tua's-
Stay in your family.
You
Tua's
don't
kind of
deserve
like
to be on this list.
Greg Oden. Like, Greg Oden was never not trash. He's never trash, but he just wasn't able to stay healthy.
Well,
I'm playing.
yeah.
I'm playing.
Tua,
But nah, man, it's all good.
It's
Tua
all
is
good.
like
Tua.
Brandon Roy, man.
because Tua
What could
at
have
least
been? What could
Brandon
have
Roy's
been
actually a better comp.
had
I
he
think.
never got
yeah.
concussions?
It is,
Had he never
but
got
I'm not going to
concussions,
say Brandon.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Now you know what
You
Tua,
gotta-
Tua in reality is D Rose, man.
Nah. Well,
Had that
yeah.
one
Rose was a-
MVP year, man, and that was it. Got hurt,
know
that was
what?
it.
Tua might be Jason
I'm throwing
Williams.
Tua on there. Put him at 5.
Jason
Brandon.
Williams. Jason Williams, the talk show host or the sportscaster. I kind of like
Whitlock.
that.
Jason Whitlock.
Nah, the one.
Jason Whitlock.
This
Is that you talking about?
No, the black dude.
Don't talk about Jason Whitlock, bro. You don't get
Jason
Stephen
Williams
A
from
on
Duke.
our ass.
from Duke,
Talking
bro.
about Jason.
Oh, okay. What are you saying?
I don't know who's Mark. Oh, I don't know who you. I don't know.
Yeah,
who
Jason
Mark's-
Williams. He'd be on first take with
He'd be on first take.
went to
He had a
Duke.
good rookie year, and he was supposed to
Point
be
guard.
him. Yeah, point guard. He's supposed to be him, but he got in a motorcycle accident.
His
and
last
then
name.
never
His
played
last
again.
name is Jason Williams.
I'm pretty sure it is.
You talking about Jay Williams?
Jay
Jay
Will, yeah.
Williams.
Y'all call that man Jason Whitlock?
Nah,
I
don't know.
I didn't understand
He
Marcus
being
saying.
funny.
Jay Williams.
I didn't understand what he was saying.
It's Jason Williams. I think it's
That's
his
Hey,
name.
April Fools, man.
Who we had at 4 though, or 4 and 5?
Pat White, I think, right? Number
Pat
4?
White. Pat White was in there, and then Tua at 5. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I hope Pat. Shout out Pat, man. I hope you're doing well, brother.
All right, so let's get into some hoops. Very, very hot week. A lot of Dwayne Wade and James Harden comparisons. Fonzo, do we have any of those clips ready for us? I saw
about to
Pat
get
Bev
him.
was shit about Dwayne Wade, and then D
D
Wade
Wade.
responded. Let's see here.
Who's a better player, and you have to go individually. You have to go with James Harden. I don't even think it's no disrespect to AI and Dwayne Wade. I don't even think it's close. Like I think James Harden really might be probably one of the best scorers this game has ever seen. I think we need to applaud that.
It's not even close. It's just so disrespectful.
Didn't get to feel the wrath. You didn't feel the wrath of me of young. Now my career was hit by injuries,
Right.
and I still had a top 75 career, and I came in the NBA injured. You don't know the wrath of me as a player. You know a portion, and you still couldn't fuck with me then. But Pat
Fucking
is a
shit, King.
dog. Pat
He
is a good
is.
defender.
Yes.
Pat had an incredible career, but no, certain conversations you can't have, bro.
Let's eat.
Let me start off by saying real quick that Pat Bev needs to be drug tested immediately. There's something that he said though. I wanted to listen this time because I've heard the clip before, but I want to listen intently on what he said. And he said, I am confident in saying that James Harden is a better individual player than guys like Allen Iverson and Dwayne Wade. And then the second part of the clip, he speaks to the scoring. So, yeah, I think he bumped his head a little bit too hard. I just want to say this to you, Pat Bev. You couldn't even make the Miami Heat roster. I remember playing with you on 2K10, that was. You were a rookie, a 45 overall, and then the next year you weren't even in the game. You weren't even in the game. Matter of fact, I believe, didn't you go to China for like 2 to 3 years?
Ball.
Back to the NBA. Speaking about trying to have, I don't even understand how Pat Bev is even in these conferences.
So
Yeah.
Just disrespectful.
He's baiting a little bit. This is a new
Jose,
show.
Bobby, Josh.
Pat Bev had a show for a bit.
I just don't have the words for this man. Pat is just disrespectful because like Wade said, I don't know, it's not necessarily in that clip, but Wade was like, you could have like favorite players or favorite play styles, or you might think that, you know, James is better at offense or I don't know, playmaking or dribbling, whatever the case may be. But just to definitively say James Harden is a better basketball player than Dwayne Wade. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
It,
Please.
it,
Stop.
it bothers
Alright.
me even more
Stop.
that he said something like that because Pat Bev built his career on defense.
Yeah.
So how do
true.
you prop up someone who's known for not playing defense?
Well, that's his
It's
teammate.
crazy. It's like
It's his teammate.
and I think that's
That's true. They
True.
were teammates.
That is
yeah,
true.
He took.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Bobby.
I was saying, I mean, that to me, and we talk about this a lot with like Idris, with all of his other counterparts at the center and power forward position. A lot of casual fans right now, they don't value defense at all. Like Dwayne Wade, the most blocks by a guard in NBA history. The guy is called Flash for a reason, and it's not because he was slashing on offense. He was literally making plays defensively, going down the other side of the court and making your team's best player look stupid night after night, while like and also dropping buckets. I personally like there's a disrespect to defense right now that like I've never seen before. Like the era of like physicality that's has left us with this product currently that's just like if you're not hezzy tweening, you're not a good player. And people are gonna forget about the D Wades of the world. People are gonna forget about the Kawhis of the world eventually. They're gonna be like, nah, like these new players are better because they score more points and they look better
So
doing it. And it's nuts, like real nuts.
So let me give you 2 points from the YNs that I could see the angle of for the argument for James Harden. Again, I'm a Wade guy. That's my guy. Miami Heat legend, best Miami Heat to put on a jersey. But from their perspective, right? How they see it is at James Harden's time, James Harden was the number 1 shooting guard in the league, not behind anybody. Right? On top of that, he kept his team relevant for, I would say, about 6 solid years. And I know we might think that Dwayne Wade might have got robbed of an MVP, but when it comes down to it, he doesn't have an MVP for whatever reasons that obviously we disagree with. But James Harden has one, and to the young guys nowadays, they value scoring more. So for a nigga to average 3 years of averaging over 30 and having a couple years of 10 assists, to them, they look at him as over D Wade. Now, niggas like us, we're like, okay, you don't play defense. Straight up. Like right there, that's where the conversation just stops. Then you look at what Wade did in 06, conversation stops. You know what I'm saying? But like to them, that's their best shooting guard ever, really, because they didn't get to see D Wade. They didn't get to see Kobe. So just from the YNs.
My thing is, Mark, all that sounds cute.
Here we go.
Okay,
We're
well,
gonna go
hold on,
Harden versus Wade.
No, you
All right,
playing
we're
the
gonna go
clip.
MVPs total, Harden. We'll go scoring titles. We go Harden. We go assist titles. We go James Harden. We go all NBA first teams. James Harden. We go all NBA second teams. James Harden. Now we go to career totals, right? Career totals and points. James Harden. Career totals and assists. James Harden. Career totals and rebounds. James Harden. Career totals and steals. James Harden. Career totals and blocks. Dwayne Wade. Now, these are all facts. Now, if I was to read this whole list backwards, right, in reverse to all the viewers out there, if I was to read this whole list, and every time I say Harden, I said Dwayne Wade, and after I was done, I said, yeah, James Harden is the best player. Y'all will look at me crazy. I think this argument isn't a disrespect to Dwayne Wade. I honestly think from what I'm hearing, I think it's a disrespect to James Harden.
That gets me so hot
Yo,
watching
they
that
really
bullshit.
need to check this, man. They need to. I think Pat is having some issues with his podcast. I don't know the details about all that, but I think this man right now is just on a historic run of just hot takes because all these stats. Can somebody explain to me what all these stats mean at the end of the day when James Harden religiously just folds in every single bid game that he's played in his career? Like, I think, Fonzo, if you have it, please pull it up, of all of James Harden's playoff games. Because this man is just a bona fide playoff choker. Game 6, game 7s, whatever game it is, he'll get you there. He'll put up the stats in the regular season. He'll give you the 30 points. I'm not saying that James is not a great offensive engine, probably one of the top 10 offensive engines we've probably ever seen in the NBA. But when you're talking about best player and you have to talk about both sides of the ball, and impact and winning, it's not even close. It really is not even close. All the stats, no, I was gonna say all the stats are gonna favor Harden. Harden, obviously, Wade was injured a lot of his career. Harden is another thing that I give credit to Harden to. He plays at least 70, 75 games every year, so his stats are gonna jump through the roof when you compare him to Wade. But for people that actually watch both of these guys in their prime, James is not touching Wade, bro. Like, he really isn't.
There's a clip of Kobe kind of breaking down James Harden where they asked him, will that top style win? And he broke it down that he's doing what he has to do to win games, which is good. But that style of play would not win a championship and would not win playoff games over a long period of time. And the reason why he said that is because if James is scoring on a particular night is down, what else is he doing to impact the game? And this is coming from Kobe. Kobe didn't see the impact on the game outside of James's scoring. Unfortunately, all of these YNs who don't watch hoops and only watch box scores and highlights see the highlights of James Harden going off and going crazy, but they don't care for the result of that season or the playoff series or whatever happened in James's career. And then they talk about his team and they talk about, okay, he went up against Curry and he got stomped out against Curry. Brother, he had multiple chances. He was in Brooklyn with KD and Kyrie, and that fell apart. He was in Philadelphia for a couple years with Embiid and the boys, and that fell apart.
That's the
He
one.
was with the Clippers. He was with the Clippers this year, and they started playing well. And he was with Kawhi and Paul George and Zubac having a career year, and yet they got stomped out of the playoffs. His style of play, and by the way, it will happen again in Cleveland. They will get stomped out in the first round. It doesn't matter who they match up against. They will lose in the first round. James Harden, there are certain guys in the NBA who will sacrifice parts of their game for that show up in the box score for statistics in order to do the little things to win. Jimmy Butler is one of those guys. He's not going to fill up a box score. He will do it, but he's not going to fill up a box score on a night-to-night basis. But his team, he's going to will his team to win. Dwayne Wade was the blueprint of a guy who was going to do whatever it takes to win. And unfortunately, kids nowadays only look at the box score, so his stats are not gonna add up to a James Harden. But that's why we look at that win column. That's why we look at that. You notice Pat Beverly didn't talk about championships. You notice Pat Beverly didn't bring up playoff stats. Because if you pull them up and you compare them, James Harden is getting washed.
Yeah.
So with the getting
Finals
washed in the
MVPs, you don't have
playoffs,
one either.
with the getting washed in the playoffs, James Harden with the Rockets made 2 conference finals, 2 Western Conference finals. Just throwing this out there, averaging 27, 8 and 6, and then 2018 averaging 29, 7 and 5. He did go up against that Warriors team.
What
That's all
happened
I'm
in
gonna say.
games between games 5 through 7?
Oh, he folded.
He
folded.
were they not up 3-1 against the Warriors?
He folded. He folded.
Were they
and
not
that's why
up
and that's
3-1
why
against
it's
the
Wade all
Warriors?
day.
That
And that's why
Warriors
it's Wade all day.
It is.
with KD.
That's why it's Wade all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think,
Just
Wade.
want to.
Because if you give
Just
we
wanna-
value
if you
like,
give Wade
the,
that team,
the
Wade carries that.
yeah. I think there's a carry factor that Wade has been proven to do. I also think just from the stats perspective, I do also think that again, we value offensive stats more, but that's also because a majority of stats are offensive stats. Like how many points per game, that's an offensive stat. How many assists per game, that's an offensive stat. Rebounds, it's both. But obviously James had a long stretch where he was getting triple doubles, and Wade that wasn't his job to do. So yeah, okay, rebounds. But then it's only steals and blocks that are on the defensive side. And if James Harden now, because of longevity and because he's reading passing lanes, which is a really good skill to have, yeah, he has more steals, but there's not enough stats on the defensive side that are used to gauge someone's how good they are. Like, well, the stats right now are always geared towards offense, and that's because offense sells tickets. Tickets brings in revenue. Revenue makes people happy on the business side, and again, we get to have things like expansions into Seattle and to Vegas because money is coming in. So, like, we're gonna have this fight with the young generation for years and years and years, and it's never gonna go away because whatever sells is gonna be what's emphasized.
So before we move into the next segment, I will also preface this next segment by saying this. We're going to get into our top 5 shooting guards of all time based off of this conversation. But what I want to preface is James Harden had his best years at point guard. He won his MVP in 2017 as technically a shooting guard, but he played point guard that year.
Mhm.
So it's off a technicality. But he only played shooting guard for the first 6 years of his career, really. Once he got to Houston, they transitioned him into a point guard. And since then, he's been a point guard for the last decade. So
Yeah.
I truly don't think that James Harden belongs in the conversation with shooting guards. But the reason why they put him in that conversation is because if you compare him to all-time point guards, he's getting washed. And he's not in any top 5, top 6, top 7 discussions. The
Correct.
only way you can have this discussion about James Harden is if you throw him in with the shooting guards. So
Yeah.
I want to preface this list by saying that if you compile his shooting guard stats, he's had a decent career, not an all-time great.
Right quick.
agree with that.
Off top.
Are we ready to get
Where
into our
would
top 5?
James Harden
Go ahead, Mark.
where would James Harden rank if he was a point guard? Off top. Just off top. I would say like 9 or 10. I would say like 9, 10, 11 in that range. Off top.
10.
10? Yeah, okay.
Top 10. Top 10.
Yeah, easy 10, 15. I
10,
could
15.
definitely name 8 or 9. I could probably 10, 15, depending on what you value in a point guard, right?
Harden
say
or
9.
CP3?
Give me
I'm
CP3.
thinking
CP3.
as a point guard, I'm thinking CP.
Yeah. Give me CP.
The best all-around point guard of all time.
Yeah. I mean, again, we value
Top
defense.
4.
That's
all-around point
actually
guard.
a good
All
question.
around. I'm not saying he's number 1. I'm not saying he's number 1 on that list, but that's
Like
get
true
everything.
point guard. Yeah.
Like you
100%.
get scoring, defense, playmaking. Like, he could do it all. He could
Yeah.
do it all.
Yeah.
It did him dirty this year, man. Shout out CP.
Shout out CP, bro.
That's actually a good question, though. I'm gonna have to think about that for a little bit.
Yeah.
Come back
Come
to
back, we can
y'all some
revisit
other
that.
time, Mark.
All right.
What we've gotten away from, and they need to bring this back, is the combo guard discussion, and that's really been lost in this whole NBA thing. They don't talk about
Gunsmoke.
combo guards anymore.
They
Gunsmoke.
don't.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and get into this top 5. Who's first? I think we got Jose first.
All right, let me get y'all boys started, man. Coming in at number 5, top shooting guard all time. The answer to all your questions, Mr. Allen Iverson himself. Pound for pound, one of the greatest
5 is
scorers
crazy.
to ever touch a basketball.
That's really low.
It's low as
Really
fuck.
low.
It's crazy. 5 is
Wow,
crazy. I'm gonna
okay.
eat you up. I'm gonna eat you up. Pause.
Revolutionize the game of basketball. You already know the style, the baggy clothes, mama on the sidelines doing his hair, you know, all that. They had him at 6 feet tall. I think he like 5'10", but regardless, nasty scorer, carried that Philly team. Ended up meeting the Lakers, unfortunately. Still took a game from them. Had nasty crossover, crossing everybody up, Jordan, everybody, man. So that leads me to number 4 because we were just talking about him, Mr. James Harden, the beer himself. He's not better than Wade, but he is one of the all-time greatest shooting guards to ever play this game of basketball. He's the MVP, 11-time All-Star, 3 scoring titles, got his gold medal, one of the greatest offensive engines that this game has ever seen. Next one up, number 3, Kobe.
Bean, baby.
Five-time champ. Enough said. One of the greatest to ever do it. Killer mentality. Up in there with Jordan. One of the best ever, ever, ever. Not just shooting guards, but ever. Number 2 on my list. The one and only. Mr. Flash. Dwayne Wade. 2006 NBA Finals MVP. Averaged 34, 7. Crazy, crazy, crazy numbers in the finals. Just his 3rd year in the league. Honestly, played first role, second role, could play anywhere, off ball, on ball, could do everything on the court, could play defense, you name it. Dwayne Wade, Mr. Miami himself. And number 1, who else could it be? Mr. Michael Jordan himself.
Huh?
Nothing has to be said. Best basketball player to ever play the game of basketball. 6 for 6 in the
Not named
finals.
LeBron.
Somebody get Bobby out of here. 6 finals
Yeah.
MVPs. 5 MVPs, defensive player of the year, scoring titles. Enough said. Y'all already know who the best is.
All right, Jose.
What you got,
I like
Mark?
that list. All right, man. So I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Number 5. Let's get it going with the 4-time champ himself, Klay Thompson, man. Mr. Two-Way himself. For the same reason that you got Scotty on your top small forwards list, is the same reason I got Klay Thompson on my list, man. Can't beat winning basketball. You can't say Steph Curry without Klay Thompson next to it. Splash brother. You feel me? All right. Number 4. Allen Iverson, man. The reason why niggas started playing basketball. Being short and understanding how to create space, this is why you started playing basketball. You learn from him, the GOAT himself in the small man territory. All right, number 3, Dwayne Wade. Chicago's finest, man. That's all I got to say. Wade County. All right, at number 2, RIP, 5-time champ. Should have had more MVPs. Kobe Bean Bryant. A lot of people's GOAT, a lot of people's favorite. Black Mamba inspired a lot of motivational videos on YouTube when niggas is feeling down. This is him. This is him right here. Get that Black Mamba mentality. And at number 1, you know, obviously, bro, MJ. Like, that's the GOAT. That's the GOAT. Best to ever do it. Best to ever throw on shoes. Best shoes. Everything you could think of. Like, it's MJ. Man. And that's my top 5.
Very interesting. No
Solid.
Harden.
It's an interesting top 5, Mark.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Let's
debate
get
that.
into let's get into the real top 5 here. Out of everyone on this pod, I'm the most accredited to talk about this, just because ain't nobody out shooting me here, and nobody out playing me on the shooting guard position. So what I say here is shut up, Mark. What I say here is factual. Number 5, we're going with the beer James Harden. Again, like we talk a lot about him versus D Wade, but like as far as like offensive engine and offensive prowess, this guy is like disgusting. I think he also more recently that step back kind of changed the game a bit. Like you go to any LA Fitness, you go to any park run, and you're seeing James Harden step back threes. No one's hitting them except me, but no one's hitting them. But I mean, at the end of the day, like he's making the game play a bit different than what it used to be. So you got to put respect on his name. Number 4, Kobe. Man, rest in peace to my dog here. Big fan of Kobe. I can't put him any higher just because of some rivalries in the past. But again, he's probably the most skilled scorer ever, I would say. Elite footwork, great game, ambidextrous. He's doing it left hand, doing it right hand. Played during injury, never was satisfied. This right here is like the epitome of like hard work. So shout out Kobe. Number 3, AI. Man, just like Mark, man, like this is the guy who, you kind of want to emulate growing up. You see this guy tween hezzying. He's got the breaks, he's got the swagger, he's got the arm sleeves. I still got double arm sleeves and leg sleeves because of AI somewhere in the sock drawer. You definitely want to play like him. Like it's insane how impactful and influential he was. And I think he's just a real fun watch. Number 2, give me Tracy McGrady. I'm telling you.
All right.
I'm telling you.
Hey, I'm gonna fuck with y'all boys.
If there's only one Tracy McGrady fan on the planet, it's me. Tracy motherfucking McGrady. Brother, I'll tell you right now, effortless scoring at all 3 levels. If not injured, he's playing more impactful, meaningful basketball than your favorite players, including Kobe Bryant.
Meaningful.
Motherfucking Mac. Don't worry about the playoff success. We ain't talking about that. We're talking about overall motherfucking skill. This guy right here, demon. Number 1, Dade County's finest, D-Wade.
Bobby, okay.
Who you got number 1?
Dade County's finest, D-Wade.
Hold on, what happened to bro? What happened to the
Yes,
He
sir.
motherfucker number 1. What happened to who? What happened to who? Don't worry about it. Number
Black
1,
Jesus? Where
D-Wade.
Black Jesus at?
For all the reasons mentioned, he's doing Black Jesus is standing right in front of you. Dwayne motherfucking Wade. Don't fucking play with me. This is the epitome of two-way player. Someone who put Klay Thompson at 5 is telling me that where's Black Jesus?
Josh, I'll let you know when to wake up,
is
man.
just null and void.
I'll wake you up when it's time, Josh. Crazy right now.
Man, this D Wade was the reason I woke up in the morning for so many years. And I really can't thank this man enough for just, the endless excitement and fun that getting into the sport of basketball. Like I always wanted to dribble like him. I wanted to score like him. My free throws I emulated after him as well. D Wade, shout out to you and to literally just shaping my childhood to the way it was. And I'll leave my list
Let's see how that
like
worked
that.
out.
Mr. Joshy Poo, may you wake up.
Somebody wake up Starks.
Hey, Starks, you're good, man. You can go ahead and give us that 5.
I had a
Hey, man.
nightmare that Tracy McGrady was on the top 5.
Yeah. Pete motherfucking
I'd rather you
Mac,
have Vince
boy.
Carter on that top 5 than Jason.
All right.
Oh,
Hey, he's number 6, baby.
All right. I don't want to hear Bobby's
Over Ray
production.
Allen?
Can we mute Bobby's mic? I don't want to hear him speak
Over
for
Ray?
the rest of the pod tonight.
Now
All right.
that's Black Jesus.
Let's get into the only top 5 that matters. God, let's just get to some real discussion here. At my number 5 spot, I've got the logo, Jerry West.
This
Yes,
fucking
sir.
guy, look at him.
Jerry
Go.
West.
Don't sleep now.
Jerry West. I don't have to say anything about him. At number 4,
Bobby's
I
lineage.
got the answer to all your problems. Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson at number 4. This is all self-explanatory, guys. We're just gonna go through the list. At number 3, I've got D3, Mr. Miami-Dade County, Dwayne Wade. At number 2, I've got Kobe Bean Bryant, De Mamba. And at number 1, I've got Tyler Hero.
Bro, watch out. Yo. Bro, what?
All right, y'all. This has been Out the
Bro,
Group Chat. We
what?
appreciate it. We need some
I'm
sponsors,
gonna start sticking
please,
niggas for
because
talking,
our host
yo.
has lost his fucking mind. He
Hey,
cannot be
B.
fucking serious.
I'm gonna start splitting niggas for
Please.
talking.
Please,
Yo,
cut the fucking-
here,
cut the
bro, I'm gonna
feed.
start
Cut the
splitting
feed.
niggas for
cut
talking.
the feed. Cut it.
Tyler,
Hey, we
Cut
get
the-
also.
Cut
Hero.
the fucking feed.
Hey,
Cut
listen,
it,
I'm gonna
bro.
say this
Fucking
from now.
feed.
I'm gonna say this from now
This is
before they
fucking
cut my mic.
blasphemous.
I'm gonna say this now
Fucking
before they cut
bullshit.
my mic. Tyler Hero will win NBA Finals MVP
Bullshit.
of 2026.
I'm
I
hallucinating
vote
right
to
now.
get
I
Starks
ain't
removed.
seeing right.
Tyler.
We talking about me.
I need
The only
that
thing-
here.
The only thing I agree with Starks is that
I don't want you talking over
have
my top. Why are you
somebody-
talking? Why are you talking over my top 5?
No one wants to hear you fucking.
It's the only
fucking
top
talk right
5 that matters. Tyler Hero is my number one
I
shooting
should have
guard of all
known. I should
time.
have known this nigga. I should have known this nigga was gonna do this. All right, man.
This guy's fucking crazy.
They've been baiting me, man. I had to let them know. Tyler Hero, I am your biggest fan. I know you will do great things for this team. Don't let these haters get you down. Continue to do what you do.
No.
Continue to
How
do
do
what
you
you do.
how do
brother.
you stay healthy, bro?
Baby
You've had
motherfucker.
fucking
I
8
want you-
years to do
Tyler,
something.
Tyler, I want you to understand. I have been fighting for you in this group chat for 5 fucking years. I promise you, I am your biggest fan. I need you to ball out this playoffs. I need you to shut these niggas up because they piss me off. I have to get in that group chat every goddamn day and explain to them. Oh, God damn it.
All right.
Oh god. No. Go
I
ahead.
ain't got
Mark,
shit to
go
say.
ahead, go ahead.
I ain't got shit to say, bro. At
Somebody,
number
somebody,
one-
Bobby, somebody for the
At
love
number
of God,
1,
I
we
can't.
got Tyler
This
Hero at
man-
number 1.
What?
You could have put him at number 5.
Why is
Baby,
Tyler Hero
go.
even on the list? Tyler Hero's not even top
Baby, go.
50 shooting guards of all time. This is just disrespect. Okay. Can we put the list on the
This
board?
is
so
a-
that I actually
this is a
to
com-
see
this is-
everybody's
this is a
top
com-
five.
This is a comedic segment.
This man Starks is just beyond disrespectful. Just
Shout out to
beyond
my
disrespectful.
dog,
To
Tyler
put this
motherfucking
fucking
Hero.
My dog don't win
Shout out
senile.
to
rub
Tyler
on
Hero.
My
the
dog don't win
fucking board.
senile.
You know what I hate to admit. Based
Shout
off
out
the
Tyler
rules of the
Hero.
game, there's one person who cannot be now number 1.
See,
Shout out
y'all
Tyler Hero.
play too goddamn much, bro.
Fonzo, hit him with my real top.
No,
Hit him with my
brother,
real number 1.
Hey,
Hit him
I ain't
with
gonna
my
lie, bro.
real
There's
one.
no way.
To
Oh,
the
okay.
jacket.
Okay.
Good.
This man is cooked. This man is cooked.
Michael Jordan, I want you to listen to me, brother.
He's not listening to you, dog.
You are my idol.
He's not.
You are my everything. I
He
grew
hates
up
you.
watching the intro to Space Jam over and over and over and over and over and over. Every
Okay.
time I go on Sundays and I play ball with these trash ass niggas, I think about you. What would Michael do? I hit him with the left shoulder fade. They can't stop it. I hit him with the fake right, come back left, palm it right in their face, tongue out, dunking on them, yamming on them.
You had to
I pull up I pulled up hooping in some 6 rings. I pull up hooping in some 1s. They like, hey, aren't those fashion shoes now? My idol won championships in these shoes. They don't understand. I understand. But they don't understand. It's right here. You know what I'm saying?
You saw what I'm saying, Mike? Is right here. They will never understand what it feels like to have that trophy on your forehead and to let it all out. Michael Jeffrey Jordan, you are my everything. You are my GOAT. Fuck a LeBron.
Okay.
Fuck
That's where I
LeBron.
fucking
All
draw
right,
the
let's
line.
get to the. Ain't
Fuck a
no fuck
Bobby.
with y'all, man.
Fuck a Mark. Fuck
I'm
a
pretty
Jose.
sure. I'm pretty sure it starts be hooping in Shaq's, man.
2, 3 every day.
I'll be hooping in the Converses. Fuck you
Give me
talking
my
about?
top 5.
I'm not
All right.
accepting. I'm not accepting.
Can
any-
we please put a big X over Tracy and over
Why?
Klay Thompson?
What? Klay
Clay, I
Thompson.
understand.
Tracy
Tracy
Mc-
McGrady.
Klay, I understand.
Yes, Klay Thompson.
No,
like Klay
Thompson on his
hold
list.
on,
If
hold
we're
on,
putting
hold
an
on.
Klay
X on
Thompson
T-Mac
on
and
whose
Clay,
list?
I like
Hold
Klay
on,
Thompson.
then we
hold
got to
on,
put
hold
an
on,
X
hold
on Jerry West, brother.
Then we got
Jerry
exactly.
West
would you-
too. This man made like 50
Jerry West is-
finals and won one of them. Why is he even the logo?
He shouldn't be.
He deserves to be here. He was the best player during that era.
I'm not gonna
What
argue
era?
against Jerry West.
The era that he played in.
Say the era. The plumber.
The
era.
era.
Get this man out of
The
here.
era.
This man was a scrub. I
He
don't
was
want
a
to hear.
Starks.
bona fide. He was
Alright.
James Harden before James Harden. What are you talking about?
I
Your
mean, but he got a
family
ring.
couldn't
though,
even
so.
be using the same bathroom as his people back then, brother. Like, you really want to put him as your top fucking 5? That's crazy.
He does have a ring.
What would you
Alright.
feel like inviting James Harden to your house for Thanksgiving? Bob?
What would
All
I
the
feel
food's
like?
gonna get stuck in his beard. That beard
Well,
is disgusting.
Well,
it's actually
well,
fucking disgusting.
I'll put him onto my program.
He actually
Actually-
looks better with a
actually-
beard.
Oh, you do
I
have
think
James
so.
Harden on your list. I was gonna say you don't even have James Harden on your list.
Yeah, dude.
I
He's
don't.
number
Where's
5.
my? You don't have Jeffrey Jordan. Can we disqualify
Why?
Bobby?
Why,
actually-
why would I put that fucking overrated gambling fuck on my list when I could have Tracy McGrady?
He
Show
doesn't
some
even have
fucking
Michael-
respect. Show some
All
fucking
right.
respect. Don't ever
Yeah,
speak
first
about
off,
Michael Jordan
I'm sick
like
and
that
tired of this.
on this
Get him outta
goddamn
here.
pod.
We're
Don't
not even
ever
talking about
speak
small
like that
forwards.
about Michael
We're
Jeffrey
not-
Jordan on this
We're
pod
not
again.
even No. We're not even talking about small forwards. You brought up LeBron James. When I tell
Because
you,
I already know he's
the
going to be on your
greatest-
fucking list when we talk about it.
He's the
I'm not
greatest
putting
gift.
that loser on my fucking
He's the
list.
greatest gift. I don't know who his father is, nor does he, probably. But bless that man and his genes, because we need more of him. And Bronny's
I have
not
a
it.
question. Is LeBron's jersey retired in Miami Heat's arena?
Yes.
I didn't think
Yes.
so.
It's gotta
yes,
be.
Yes,
At
it
some
will
point,
be.
yeah.
Yes,
Fuck.
when it's done.
When?
Yes.
It's not.
When?
What?
It
When?
will
When?
It's
be.
not though.
When?
It
When?
will
When did he
be.
retire?
He's still playing.
When he's still playing, he's still
he
When did he
playing.
retire? He
retires.
never retired it. But you know who is retired, Bobby? And he never played for the Heat? Michael
They got
Jordan.
Jordan up there.
Jordan jersey gets up there on the rafters, Bobby. Stop fucking playing with me, Bobby.
Honestly, it's stupid. It's the stupidest decision that I'd be fucking.
You
Like,
would
yes,
think it's
retire a number for a player who didn't
You
even
would-
play here.
Yeah,
You would think it's stupid. I think Bobby's stupid. How about that?
Yeah.
Stupid
know what?
Fucking name.
You know what?
Stupid.
I wasn't gonna
stupid
say
fuck.
this. I wasn't gonna say this, but now I'm gonna say it. Orange is not your fucking color. Take that shit off.
Wait,
I
what he
couldn't
said?
hear what you
Orange?
said.
Orange is not your fucking color. Take that shit off right now. You look terrible.
Bleed. Fucking bleed orange and green, you stupid
You look
fuck.
like you look like a
Don't ever
reverse
talk
pyramid.
about what I got
You
on
look-
again.
You look like a reverse
Don't
pyramid.
talk about what
with
I got
Jack
on,
Lantern.
Bobby. Don't talk about what I got on.
The fucking braids are too tight.
Honestly, I want to hear Mark's argument as to why Klay Thompson is on this list.
I said it
I
already.
like Klay Thompson on this list.
I
Yeah,
don't.
I said it already. You
As
can't
a
say
top
you can't
five shooting
say
guard?
you
I
can't
think he's
say
outside the top
Steph
five, but I like him on this list.
Curry
He's not even top
without
75.
saying Klay Thompson. Y'all niggas got Steph
yeah.
Curry as the best shooting guard, best point guard to ever play the game. So if he's the best point guard to ever play the game and he's a best point
has
guard
that?
because of that nigga, then he got to be top 5. Also,
I mean that just
I don't.
also Scottie Pippen
Talking shit,
is a
Mark.
top 5 small forward. Scottie Pippen's a top 5 small forward because he's a two-way
Whoa,
player
whoa,
and a
whoa,
6-time.
whoa,
Whoa,
whoa.
what are you talking about? Whoa,
He is. He is.
he is.
He is.
He is. So
is.
I'm giving Klay Thompson the same
He
thing.
is.
Top 7. Top 7.
Top
Seth,
5.
what are you talking about? He's top
Who?
5.
Who you got over Scottie
Oh, I can't
Pippen?
wait for us to do the top.
Top 7.
I can't wait for us to do the top 5.
Five?
Yeah,
I'm-
we'll get to
oh,
that.
I'll
We'll
say
get to
Let's
that.
save this. Let's
LeBron.
save this for the small forward.
Or
Let's save
or
this.
save
We'll
it,
save
or
But
this.
save
because
it.
I got Scotty as
Yeah.
top 5 small forward,
Scotty, if
I gotta
anything, is
put Klay
borderline
Thompson.
5 or 6 though.
Who?
But Clay definitely has a argument. I don't know if over Clyde Drexler and Ray Allen though. George
Easily.
Gervin.
I think it's safe
What
to
do you
say
think is
that
argument?
Clay's not even a top 10 shooting guard.
You said
Maybe
easily.
11.
Smoking, bro. I'm not gonna hold you.
Whoa.
Took
Whoa.
11
I'm not gonna
to 12.
hold you. You're smoking.
I can name 10 players better than Clay.
Let me hear it, Bobby. Let me hear 10 shooting guards better than.
It gets scary down there around 11, Bobby.
Let me hear it. Let me hear it.
It gets scary, but it's not that bad. Like,
Let me hear. I'm waiting.
All right, so you got show the Father, put the list up real quick, brother.
Yeah, please.
I gotta see. I need to just to make sure.
Bobby's not prepared for this.
Yeah,
We
he's
put
not.
Bobby on the
It's off
spot.
the
He's
dome.
not prepared
Hold
not prepared.
on.
Because you better not say the R word.
All right, so
I
obviously
swear to God.
you got the guy from Chicago. I won't
You don't
say
even
his
know where he's
name.
from. You don't even know where the fuck he's from. He's not
Shut
from
up, brother.
Chicago, you stupid fuck.
I don't care if you play in Chicago. And then you got D Wade, and you got T Mac, then you got AI, then you got Kobe, then you got
T-Mac,
Harden,
what?
you got Drexler, you got Dr. J. Fuck, even Jerry West was better than fucking Klay Thompson.
Dr. Dre's a
And who
small
am I
forward.
at 9 right now?
Dr. Dre's a small
Let's
forward.
think.
Dr.
Ray
J's a
Allen,
small
Reggie
forward.
Miller. Like, stop playing, brother.
Reggie Miller. Why would you put
That's
Reggie Miller
11.
when Klay Thompson does the
He's a
same thing
wing.
but better?
This is just this is diabolical.
Klay Thompson does the same
No, he
thing but
doesn't.
better.
Klay Thompson is better.
Klay Thompson has the
Klay
same amount of
Thompson
accolades
had a
as
better
Reggie
career.
Miller, but was a second option. If he was a first
disagree.
option, he'd
I
have
disagree.
more accolades than Reggie Miller. What are we talking about?
I disagree.
Agree. I 100%
disagree.
agree.
I disagree.
All right.
Klay Thompson benefited off of Stephen Curry.
No,
let's get
I mean,
that. Let's get that straight.
But Steph
first of all.
Curry
The
benefited
gravity
off of Klay Thompson.
Steph has, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
but
did.
who? No, they both benefited off each other. Of course, they play together. They're both great shooters. But if you take Stephen Curry away from that team and you force Klay to be that number one option, we're looking at Klay's career
All right.
completely different than what we're looking at right
All right. I got something for you. So
Well,
we've
yeah.
seen players
'Cause
like
you're
Klay
taking a-
Thompson before. We
now.
got
So
Ray
what are
Allen.
we
We got
Yeah,
Reggie
man,
Miller.
that's like-
yeah,
that's
but
like
so
taking-
other.
So,
that's
so
like
you're
taking
putting
Jordan
him
away
over.
from
You're
Pippen.
putting over guys over Jordan, Dwayne Wade, Kobe, all first options. James Harden, Allen Iverson, all first options.
James Harden is not a shooting guard. That's why he's
He's
not on my
not a
list.
shooting guard. That's why I don't have him on my
They
fucking list.
label him as a shooting guard. I have
He's
to
a
put
point
him as a shooting
guard.
guard.
He's a point guard.
He's a point
James
guard.
Harden's
That's
a
why
point
he's not on my list.
He's not on my list because he's a point guard.
Yeah.
I'm
If we
taking
want-
Manu Ginobili over fucking Klay
Shout
Thompson.
out Manu Ginobili.
Bro, no one.
Manu
Taking
Ginobili over Klay Thompson, to be honest.
It's time to make this. Let's make this list. Let's
Bro,
make
he's
this
a-
list. So
yeah, let's
we
make this
obviously
list.
we got Michael Jeffrey Jordan at 1.
You sure we want to put him at 2?
Kobe's
Dwayne Wade
at 2 based
Kobe's
on
at
the
2.
numbers here. Dwayne Wade's at 3.
Dwayne Wade had a
Allen
higher
Iverson
peak
would
than
be
Kobe.
at 4 because we have me and Mark have him at 4 and Jose has him at 5.
And then it would be James at 5.
And then it would be James at 5, which is just
do
horrible.
they got James Harden?
I think it's
on
a
here?
great list, minus one
Hold up.
glaring issue there. T-Mac's not on it, which is nuts.
Man, get him out of here.
James Harden
bro.
does not deserve to be on this list.
He does not deserve to be on this list, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bean.
Doesn't
They
deserve to
label
be on
him
this
as a
list.
shooting guard.
He's a point
He's
guard.
not. He's a point guard. He's playing a point
not
guard right
shooting guard. He's
now
a point guard.
for the 10th year in a row.
Hey, man, somebody go tell Patrick that he's not a fucking shooting guard.
He's not. That's the only reason why he's in these conversations. Only reason why James Harden's in these conversations because he's better than the other shooting guards. But is he even better? He's not better than Allen Iverson. To even
He's
have
not.
him in
Yeah,
a
he's not.
discussion with Dwayne Wade,
Yes.
he's not even better than AI.
You haven't even passed AI, bro.
He's not better than Jerry West to me.
Nah.
I'll let that slide.
How many
I'll let
Western
that
Conference Finals
I
I'll let
has
that
debate
slide.
AI.
how many Western Conference Finals has James Harden
Debate AI how?
been to in his career?
Debate AI how?
How many Western Conference Finals? I'll get back to AI, but how many Western Conference Finals has James Harden been to
2
in his career?
or 3, technically.
For my head.
Like 2 or 3?
3,
Three.
technically. 1 with OKC, 2 with Houston Rockets.
He went to 1 with OKC and then 2 with Houston, right? The one with OKC, you can say, okay, he was a 6th man, right? He was supposed to not do whatever he did. He averaged 16 for the playoffs. Does anybody know what he averaged in the finals?
Like 11 points.
Anybody want to take a stab?
11 points.
at what James Harden averaged in the finals?
Probably between 13 points, probably.
12 points. He shot 37% from the field. He was
That's even
fucking
worse.
terrible.
Well, he was a
fucking
six
terrible.
man.
But I mean, he was averaging 30 minutes a game that season.
Yeah,
He was
he was a
averaging
Lou
16.
Will. He was a Lou Will 6 man.
What
He wasn't
happened?
really
Well,
a
how much did he play in the finals? Though? How many minutes did he play in the
30
finals?
minutes a game. He played 30 minutes a game in the finals.
And he folded that.
But unfortunately, you know who his matchup was?
D-Wade, wasn't it?
Dwayne Wade.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I wonder
I
what
bet they
Klay
didn't talk about
Thompson
that.
averaging.
No, they didn't.
Who cares what he did?
Just curious. Just
That's what I
curious.
said.
Klay
Let me see
Thompson,
what Klay
unfortunately.
Thompson-
I mean,
He's
shout
down in this
out
discussion.
Klay
Right,
Thompson being a top 15 to 20 shooting guard all time.
He's
no
top
small
10.
feat.
He's
He's top 10. He's top 5, actually.
He's top 10.
Come on.
I'm good. I'm good with 12. I'm good with 12.
He's not top 5, but he's top 10.
He's top 5.
Yeah, top 12.
He's top 10.
Pretty fair.
He's
Top
better
5.
than Reggie. Hey, if you got Reggie in your top 10, he's
I don't
better
know.
than Reggie.
I don't know. I
And
disagree.
he's honestly,
Unfortunately,
look at
will
all
never-
NBAs. He's better than Ray
that
Allen.
That Pacers team deserve to have a team.
I don't think Klay
No.
is doing what Reggie
No.
did as a number one.
No. You're not gonna do that.
Yes,
no,
he
no. You're not
can.
gonna do that.
Wait, who's better than Ray Allen?
He's not better than Ray Allen, Mark. You're not about to do that. Ray Allen was a whole first option, literally doing.
Okay. All right. Hey, tell me how
Handling
many
the
All
ball,
NBAs Ray Allen has. Let me know when you find that.
He's not gonna get that recognition. He's not gonna get that.
That's fine.
recognition.
But the real hoopers know.
He's
so
a better player. He's a better complete player than Klay Thompson was. Ray Allen was that dude, brother. You're not finna do that.
Ray was
If you don't have to dribble to get to, like at all during a game, which means you like to me like it just confirms you're not a number one and the game is just coming a little easier. I don't care if it's contested, if you're double teamed, if
By the way,
if the majority of your shots, if the majority of your shots are coming from a pass and you're not really dribbling, like you can't say like, hey, he's better than a Reggie Miller or a Ray Allen because Ray and Reggie had to put it on the floor.
Ray
does have to put it on the
had
floor.
Sam Cassell.
To me,
and
it's
Glenn
like
Robinson. He didn't have to do a whole lot like you guys want to make it seem like he had to do. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like Ray Allen was just out here just going crazy. Like he did go crazy, but he didn't have to do everything.
brother.
He was a shooting guard from back in
Yeah.
the days.
He had a decade where he was averaging 20.
Yeah,
He went a decade straight averaging 20. What are you talking about?
yeah.
Mark?
no
And
small
he only
feat.
has 2 All NBAs. Guess how many Klay Thompson has? All right.
2.
Yeah. All right, man.
That's
That's the
Damn.
NBA. That's the NBA that's pushing the light
Well,
skin agenda.
he has the same. They have the same amount of All NBAs.
All right. And how many defensive All NBAs does he have?
What's the argument here?
How many defensive All NBAs does Ray Allen have? We talk
He
about
doesn't
two-way
have it.
players when it comes to Dwayne
It's
Wade,
easy to play
but when it's
defense
Klay
when
Thompson, it don't matter no more. Right? Because
No,
Klay
because
Thompson
Klay,
for a
Klay only
point.
has one though. But you're
Klay-
saying it.
but
You're saying
hold
it
on,
like
we
Klay has
know
like
Klay
10.
as a lock.
Klay only
We know
has
Klay
one.
was a lock before his ACL injury.
But you're the one that brought up accolades. I'm just responding. He
I
only
know,
has
but
one.
I'm saying he has more
Ray
than
Allen
Ray
was-
Allen.
It's easy to be a lock when the
Ray was
when
no
you're-
slouch on defense,
yeah,
especially when he got to Boston.
I said he
Yeah,
wasn't soft.
I
He was
lean
an
more
all-NBA
towards on the
defensive player.
defensive side for sure for Klay though, because Klay's matchup in the finals was
Yes.
Braun.
Yes, bro. So like, don't.
No, it wasn't. That
don't-
was Iggy.
Well, they were 1A, 1B because Klay had a
Yeah, I mean,
lot of
switch up,
assignments
but
on
it-
Iggy.
But
I
it
mean,
was
I'm
Iggy.
not
I
Iggy
mean-
on Braun.
career
Yeah, I mean,
40%
Klay,
from
I'm not
three
saying
shooter.
Klay's Klay and Ray are comparable defenders. I'm saying that Ray was no slouch. Klay
He
is
wasn't.
obviously
for sure.
was an elite defender, but Ray was a good defender, especially when he got to Boston.
Good
And
versus
before
elite.
that, literally the year before he got to Boston, 26.
Yeah.
The year before he got to Boston, he was averaging 26.
No, Ray
Mark-
was a killer. Don't get it
Ray was a
wrong.
killer,
Bona
but so
fide
was Klay
bucket.
Thompson.
And this is in 2006. He was averaging 22.
Yeah, it's
I want to say though,
I
Ray
can
When
see
has
Allen
both
Klay ever
sides.
averaged 26?
And I'm a Clay fan. I can't believe I'm arguing against it. But Clay's never averaged 26, brother.
He didn't need to.
He flirted around that 20 point per game mark for.
For me, is that Clay was never. He was just never that guy. Like, he was never put in that spot to be that guy. And when you're that guy and defenses and coaches are game planning for you every single night, it's a whole different world, brother.
I'm curious.
He never had to deal with the best defender on the other team.
Yeah.
So it's like, to me, it's like great player, top 12 shooting guard. Like other players have to deal.
Why do you keep bumping him down?
Bobby just keeps going back.
I'm
He's a
curious.
top 10 shooting guard.
Did that Supersonics team even make the playoffs?
First off, he's still 17.
17.
Seattle the year before.
Did they even make the playoffs in 2006? Right, 2007.
I don't know. I have to look at that up.
Let me just see. Just shits and giggles, right? Let's just see if what they did. They won 31 games. They're the 14th fucking seed in the West. You telling me Klay Thompson couldn't go to the Supersonics and win 31 games and be the 14th seed? Come on, bro. No. He could go put up a meaningless 26.
I don't know.
He can go put up a meaningless 26. I'm not gonna lie. Klay Thompson can go put up a meaningless 26 and be 14th seed. Since when are we praising averaging 26 being a 14th seed? Give me 22, second option, getting us 4 championships. I'm good.
I don't know. It's tough for both sides. The also thing for Klay, though, like I was saying, like Klay played with 2 of the top 15 players ever. He played with Curry his whole career, who's arguably the best point guard, best shooter ever. And then he had a 3-4 year period in which he played with Kevin Durant, who's another top 15 talent to ever play the game of basketball.
In 2005, Ray Allen led the Seattle Supersonics to the they finished first in their division. 52 games they won that 52 games they won that year. They lost in the conference semifinals in 6 games to the San Antonio Spurs. And he averaged 26 in the playoffs.
Valid. It's valid.
Ray Allen as the number 1 option.
It's tough.
Now, granted, after that, I'm pretty sure the year after that, the reason why they took a huge nosedive, I think Rashard Lewis, is that when Rashard Lewis got traded to the Magic?
Orlando.
The year after, I think.
Yeah.
Luke Rittenauer, Reggie
This
Evans.
team,
That was a good little team. Good little team.
Yeah, they got Rashard left and went to
the Magic.
Was he still on this team?
And I think Luke went
to
Reggie
Evans.
Reggie Evans was a
that boy Reggie.
demon.
That boy Reggie remind me of Isaiah Stewart, man.
Yeah.
Nah, low key.
Straight demons.
Also, that year, Ray only played 55 games. I'm not sure what happened in that year. I got to go back and look. But Ray only played 55 games. He averaged 26 on 44% shooting.
My main thing, guys, is that how can you be a top 10 in the position when you weren't the number 1 option?
Because me being a number 2 means the same reason that we have
His
Wade.
two-way ability is
Same reason I have Wade as over James Harden. I've seen Wade play a role and win versus James Harden when he was in a 6-man role fold. If LeBron James doesn't fold 2011, Wade probably, being a number 2 option, comes out with the Finals MVP. I value being able to play a role and being up there than just being the number 1 guy and then, okay, you guys don't really do shit. Like a Tracy. No offense.
Yeah, I think there's some value in there, but not top 10 value, top 17 value.
To be fair, Klay would be the only top 10 guy in there that has never been the first option. But I'm okay with that because of
it's Klay fucking Thompson.
The two-way value that he brings.
Yeah, I mean, top 18's not bad, guys, for real.
Well, let's get back to this top
Oh,
five.
yeah.
Unfortunately, we have James Harden in this top 5 shooting guard list. I just don't think he's a shooting
That's
guard.
clap.
I think he's a point guard. We'll have that discussion, though. We will go through each position in the NBA and discuss our top 5, so be ready for that. But just to remind you guys, we have Michael Jordan at 1, Kobe at 2, Wade at 3, Iverson at 4, and James Harden at 5.
It's a good list.
Go argue with your mama about that. All right.
Solid.
All right. So that wraps up our show today. Thank you for tuning in to Straight Out the Group Chat, the place where the takes are always straight out the group chat. Next week will be our NBA playoff prediction episode. So stay tuned for that. We'll also be, like I said, recapping our predictions from earlier in the year. By the time you guys are going to be seeing that episode, the playoffs would have started. So yeah, so be get ready for that. Stay tuned for that, and we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Yes, sir.